Your biggest fear is that one day you're 60 and you look back on your life and you're like, man, I could have done and experienced so much more. If this is you, then this video is for you. In this video, you're going to see how you can make sure that you live your life to the fullest. And the way we're going to do this is to design your life vision for your most fulfilled, successful, and purposeful life. So let's get into it. Hi and welcome to the Becoming Me show. My name is Katrin and I'm the founder of Becoming Me, which is a self-coaching app that helps you to create the life you want to live by becoming a new version of yourself. If your biggest fear is that one day you look back on your life and you realize that you missed out and you wasted your time and energy on this planet, what this fear is actually telling you is that you want to make sure that you create all the amazing things you want to create and that you have all the experiences that you want to have during this lifetime. The way you can make sure of this is by designing your life vision. Now, why is it so important to have a life vision? Reason number one is you need to know where you're going, because otherwise you don't get there. A really good example for this is when you go on a road trip. Let's say you leave your house and you don't set a destination and you just start driving. Doing this, you can drive for days without going to a certain destination, and you may have amazing experiences along the way. But then you may come home after 2 weeks, and after a while you're like, man, there could have been so many more amazing things that I could have seen and explored and experienced during those 2 weeks. And that's the same in life. If you don't set a clear destination of where you want to go, you may experience many other things, but you don't experience the things that you actually want to experience. And so this doesn't mean that you can't enjoy all of these experiences along the way. And it doesn't mean that you have to go straight from where you are to this final destination and just rush there. But it means that you have a destination where you know you want to go and you can still enjoy the journey along the way. But you know that this is the destination you want to end up. Now, reason number two why a life vision is so important is that you get clear on what is truly fulfilling you and you create a life around that. An example for this is you want to get a new job, but in the beginning you don't get clear about what job you want to have. But you get ahead and you start your applications, you send them out 100, 200, maybe even 500. And after a while you get your job and you're excited and you start, and after a few weeks you're like, this is not actually the job that I want. It's not fulfilling me. It's boring. I'm drained. And you already start to think about, okay, I have to get back to those applications to get a new job. And all of this because you didn't get fully clear on what job will actually fulfill you and then go and find and get a job like this. Now that you know why it's so important to have a life vision, let's get into designing your crystal clear life vision for your most fulfilled, purposeful, and successful life. These videos are designed to be super practical. So this means they are designed to give you effective wisdom that you then can apply immediately along these videos. And that's why I created a worksheet for you. So you can use this worksheet along this video and immediately apply what you learn. I linked this worksheet down below in the description. Go ahead and download this worksheet and use it to implement what you learn in this video. Because there is a term called mental masturbation. And what it means is that you consume a lot of self-development content and you never apply something or change something. And don't worry, because I've been there and I know it sucks. So don't do it. Don't be one of these people. Really, take the wisdom you get, implement it, and create a change. And I can tell you, you will be so much more happy and proud of yourself after. So now go ahead and download this worksheet and really use it along this video to implement what you learn and to really design your life vision for a life that's truly fulfilling, purposeful, and successful. So how are you going to design your life vision? The very first step is to have clarity. And the way we're going to get clarity is to reflect on the life you've been living so far. Because when you really take a look at your life that you've been living so far, then you extract the major lessons you gained, what you like and what you don't like, and what you want to change moving forward. To get your clarity, I have a few reflection questions for you. And to make this easier, let's focus on your past year. Because that's the highest evolution of you and that's the most recent experiences you've had. And now you will see all of the questions on the screen and I'm going to read them to you. And then pause the video and really take some time to think about these questions so you have the basis to create a crystal clear vision for your most fulfilled life after. So let's get into the reflection questions. What fulfilled you the most the past year? What drained you the most the past year? What was your top lesson learned? What do you want to do better moving forward? What are you proud of? And what are you grateful for? Now let's gain clarity about what you want to create and experience moving forward. What are things that you want to take with you from the past year? So what are things that you really enjoyed creating or experiencing in the past year that you want to keep creating and experiencing in the year moving forward? What are things that you want to leave behind? So what are things that you didn't enjoy, or things that you actually did enjoy but you're like, they serve their purpose and now I want to let them go? So what are the things you want to leave behind in the past year and don't want to create and experience again in the coming year? And what new things do you want to create or experience in the coming year? So what are things that you've never created or experienced before that you want to create or experience in the coming year? So now that you reflected on your past year and got clarity about what you want to create and experience moving forward, let's create your crystal clear life vision for your most fulfilled, purposeful, and successful year ahead. So how are you going to design this life vision? The way we're going to do it is to focus on the top 3 life areas that you want to create a major change in the next year. Because here's the thing, there are so many areas of our life, and if we focus on all of them at the same time, then we don't create a major or significant shift in any of them. So it's really more effective to focus on the top 3 areas that you want to improve and enhance in the next year. And that's what we're going to do now. So what are all the different areas of our life? There are many different definitions and categorizations about the areas in our life. But I'm going to show you the one that I use and the one that makes most sense to me. But really, feel free to change this and to define areas that make most sense for you, because it's your life. So I'm going to share the life areas that I define for myself, and then you just see what makes most sense to you. So here we go. These life areas are body, mind, spirit, career and business, relationships, everyday life, experiences, growth, and wealth. And now it's your turn. Define the top 3 life areas that you want to focus on in the next year. So these are the life areas that you want to create a major shift in, create something new in, or experience something new in, the areas that you really want to improve in the next year. And again, if there are any other life areas that make more sense to you, then choose those. So now go ahead, pause this video and define your top 3 life areas. Well done, you defined your top 3 life areas that you're going to change in the next year. Let's take the next step, which is setting your goals. To do this, define 3 goals that you're going to achieve in the next year. And you can set your goals either by dividing them along the 3 life areas that you just defined, or you can even say there are 2 goals in one life area and 1 goal in another one. The life areas are just there for you to keep the focus on the area in your life that you really want to change moving forward. And then the goals are specific things that you want to achieve in the next year. To define your goals, I'm going to give you a framework, and I bet many of you know this one. Because when you have a framework, you set better goals. And setting better goals is the basis of achieving them later on. And I'm going to explain more about this when we go through the framework. You are going to define your goals as SMART goals. SMART goals are goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So this means clearly say what goal you want to achieve. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to achieve the goal. Remember when earlier we talked about why you need a life vision, and we said that it's important to know where you're going because otherwise you don't get there? And the same counts for goals. The more specific you are about the destination you want to get, the goal you want to achieve, the easier it will be to get there. Secondly, your goal should be measurable. This means that you can measure the progress towards your goal. And this is super important because when you can measure the progress towards your goal, then you understand what impact certain actions have on the progress towards your goal, which will ultimately help you to progress towards your goal much quicker and much more effective. Thirdly, your goal should be attainable. If you set a goal that's so far out of reach, you won't attain it. And then in the end, you're just bummed that you didn't get there. So while it's super good to set stretch goals, which I do myself, which means like setting big goals that really make you stretch and grow, it still should be attainable. So set a goal that's making you expand and grow, but a goal that's still attainable. Fourthly, your goal should be relevant. This means that your goal should be relevant to the things you want to create and experience in your life and the fulfillment that you want to have. So, for example, when you set your top 3 life areas, this goal should be relevant to one of these areas, and it should be relevant to the fulfillment that you want to create in this area. And fifthly, your goal should be time bound. So this means set a deadline by when you want to have this goal achieved, because this really helps you to get into action and not be like, yeah, I will achieve it then and then the year passes and you never did anything to achieve this goal. So do yourself a favor and set a deadline to this goal. Now, I'm going to give you a few more tips that are really helpful to set good goals. First, ask yourself, what is your why? Ask yourself why you want to achieve this goal. And this is super important, because if you know why you want to achieve this goal, then you first know if this goal will really fulfill you. You know your underlying motivation of it. And secondly, when you know your why, this will be your motivation in tough times. Because let's be real, tough times will come. Your life isn't easy all the time. And sometimes you feel like giving up and you don't want to push and take action towards this goal. But when you know what is your reason behind it, then this will keep you going, because this will give you the energy and the drive to take the action even though you don't feel like it. So define why you want to achieve this goal. And then secondly, ask yourself, what emotion do you want to create with this goal? Because here's the thing, often we want to achieve a certain goal because we want to feel a certain way. So ask yourself this question, what is the underlying emotion that you want to feel by achieving this goal? Understanding this strengthens your why, because you have another reason why you want to achieve this goal, and it also helps you to achieve your goal. Because the more often you can feel this emotion before you have achieved this goal, it will help you to take the action that's necessary to move towards your goal. Because when you are already in this emotional state, taking this action towards this goal becomes much easier. Because once you are already in this desired emotional state, the easier it will become to take action towards the goal you want to achieve. Now is your time to apply. Go ahead and define your top 3 goals that you want to achieve in the next year. Define them with the SMART goal method. Identify your why of why you want to achieve this goal, and also identify the underlying emotions that you want to create by achieving this goal. Pause the video and define your top 3 goals. Well done! Now you defined your clear vision for your next year. You have your top 3 focus areas that you are going to create big shifts in. And you have your top 3 goals that you're going to achieve in the next year. Now the question is, how do you turn this vision into reality? And here I have something for you. Because you know how it typically goes. We set a goal, we get super excited about it. We take action, we start to move towards the goal. And after a while, we start to doubt ourselves, we start to procrastinate, and we kind of feel like the old version of us is holding us back. And then we make slow progress, or we don't even achieve our goal. Now, why is this happening? And is there a better way how you can achieve your goal? Spoiler alert, there is. There is a new and more effective way rooted in psychology, neuroscience, and quantum physics. And I'm going to teach you this exact way in another video. I'm going to link this video above and below so you can get straight into it and learn and apply this new way to turn your life vision into reality. And also, if you want to have effective wisdom and practical tips that help you to take your life vision and turn it into your day-to-day reality, then subscribe to the Becoming Me show below, because that's exactly what you get here. Effective wisdom and practical tips that help you to become a new version of yourself and take aligned effective action to turn your envisioned life into your reality. Now, I hope you're super excited for the life that you just designed. And if you want, you can share some of the goals below in the comment, because one of the goals of the Becoming Me show is to also create an amazing community of people like you who want to make the most of their lives. So they are not 61 day looking back thinking they missed out on their life, but they actively create the lives that are truly fulfilling them. So in the comments, you can share your goals, what you can help with, and what you want help with. And then you can connect with other people to support each other along the way and cheer each other on while you achieve your goals. I'm super excited for the life you just designed right now that you're going to create in the next year. And I'm really looking forward to seeing all your goals in the comments. And then I'll see you in one of the next videos. Have an amazing day.